I'm Phil.
And I'm Angelina.
With our husky lightning and a lot of wildlife around us, we live in this fairy tale chateau in France.
We love bringing this neglected castle back to life inside.
And we've got the vast grounds and parkland to take care of as well.
We love the moat, but it brings some challenges with it.
But it's all worth it when we get to share it with everyone at our live music events.
Follow the ups and downs of our chateau life.
Morning, everybody. I'm going to say the same thing as normal, and it's wonderful. It's sunny, reasonably clear skies. However, bloody freezing, I'm not going to lie. It's cold this morning, but nothing will change my mood because one, birds, listen to that. Two, look where I've woken up. And three, I've got to go to our local mayor's office to drop in some certificates and some paperwork for that course I was doing the other day, which is one step closer to one of our big announcements that's coming up soon. And I can't wait to tell you, this is almost like the last bit of paperwork, and then I can tell you all. And it's really exciting. So, I'm excited. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, quick trip into the mayor's, drop off some paperwork and some forms. The French do like their forms. And, well, that was a quick trip. Now it's back to the cold, the garden, and the parlour work that we have to do here, which is no big deal. But I do have to do something quite important. As you saw yesterday, I cut these 3 or 4 stumps right down, but I just need to fix the stump grinder to get these out quickly, as I need to be able to make this area mowable, which will get rid of that and get it back to grass. So yesterday I cleaned our stump grinder up. A few comments said, I bet that won't start. We'll soon see. So, first off, basic servicing, and then fix a couple of little bits on this, grease it all up, and then go and annihilate some stumps. Oh, good. Ducky wants feeding. That's right, I see you there. Go and do duck things. Dogs beg for food. You, go on, do duck things. Yeah, nice try. Right, first job, get all this untangled around the rotation shaft. We'll probably sharpen up the teeth and then get these bearings all greased up. One of the more obvious things, of course, is this exhaust where the covers come off because the bolts which hold the heat shield on have rusted away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some release spray, spray it on those bolts. I'm going to take that off, weld that up separately, paint that up after it's been wire brushed back, and put that back on. However, for all that, I'm going to just see if I can get it to start. Of course, to make it start, I've got to clean up various things. So, time for the air filter off. We'll get all of that cleaned up in there. I'm going to change this throttle cable, which is down to here, which is all a little bit kinked, etc. We don't like that. And once it's running, it can warm up a little bit, change the oil, and then I might do that exhaust. I might do that afterwards. If anyone is in doubt as to why air filters and constant cleaning of, along with the wider machine for garden machinery, is important, here, this is just, look at that inside there. This is well worth taking apart. So, right, I'll keep this simple. For those that understand mechanics, that's a lot of horrific stuff that has got into there, which I will clean out. For those that don't, bad stuff in places it shouldn't be. Carburetor, filthy, seized up, and that's what was in the bottom of the float bowl. So, time to get this lot cleaned up that lot looking like something is, and while this lot's soaking away to try to dissolve stuff, I'll change some cables. Do you know what? This is typical chateau life, as in not the channel, what it might be, as in life of being in a chateau. Start one job, turns into a huge one. However, cleaned the carb float bowl all out, that's looking good. Now time to clean the carburetor, because just look at this absolute mess build up. And then the outside, let's get this looking good, let's get it working. That is a nice little half and half. Half scrubbed with a toothbrush and picked out with a small screwdriver. More to go. This is disappointing. I cannot get any further this until I get some parts. The bottom of the choke flaps there have actually rotted away. And, you know, that's a real issue with leaving fuel in these things. I mean, it's been like this for a while. We bought this cheap and it hadn't been well looked after. And we just decided we would try to sort it out. We've used it before and it worked quite well. Thought I'll pull it all apart with time, something I never have. Right, well, we can always get another job done. And as we're on tree stumps, let's cut down some tree stumps. It certainly is one of those days where if it's going to go wrong, it is wrong. So now I best change the train on that chainsaw. Alright, yeah, there's some sticks. They can come up when we're clearing this bank ready for the wildflowers. Pile of stuff to log up and get across into the little forest area. I've got something actually achieved today. That makes me feel better. Well, at least something did get achieved today that I can actually look around at and go, yeah, that's progress. Progress was getting the stump grinder apart, as I've got quite a few stumps that I need to get away with that, ready to make the events nice and safe, no trip hazards, that sort of thing. So I've got to order parts, I've got to take it apart, I can't do much else about it. But when you can't see what you've done for the day quite easily while looking around, it's never quite as satisfying as when you can. So at least I've done that. So we're one step further with that, because we need to be able to clear that bank and sow wildflower seeds all along there in the coming weeks. So I hope everyone at home is having a better day than I've managed to have, where things are going fantastically right, not all wrong. But you know what, we all get them, doesn't matter. Birds are still singing, sun's still in the sky, and life's wonderful. See you tomorrow.